Okay, so the first thing that you want if you boil a whole chicken is something like this so you can lift it out of the pot. So I got the pot here. Basically I'm just putting it under the chicken that's cooked for about 2 hours, and carefully go like that. There we go. There's the whole chicken in one piece. I'm gonna flip it over. I cook it with the breast down. It doesn't really matter. But so then this is the breast. If you don't know what a chicken's like, this right here is the breast, and it splits right in the middle, so you can kind of get one side of it like this. And there's a little fat. If you don't want that, you can just peel that off. Hopefully it's not steaming up the camera. Now, you can literally just grab this like that. There's a whole chunk. There's no bones in this. The only bone you have to worry about is right here, which is the wishbone. This actually went into the breast. It went on that side and that side, but this is the only bone that's going to be in the breast. So there you go, and then I'm just picking that like dark part off. And that's one side of the breast. Here, let's see here. This is the other side of the breast here. Done. I'm just putting them right into a little container over here. And that's the majority of the meat off of a chicken, is those two on the breast. If you do it carefully like that, because when you cook it all the way like this, it all starts to fall apart. I like to just then, I keep cooking the stock, so I'll take the loose bones and all that stuff, and I'm putting them into the pot over to the side. This is the middle piece, and on the back of that there's typically two pieces. Here's one. It's called the oyster. I think this is the oyster. Yeah. Some people consider that the best tasting part of the chicken. I'll put that in there. And then what you have is the legs. Here's one like this. They basically have two big bones and a joint. So I'll do that, and then here's the drumstick. And I'll basically, with the drumstick, I'll put this into the bucket that I started on top, right? Take this bone out, and then, it's not steaming up, right? I'm just looking at the camera. Oops. Hopefully you kind of got what I just did. I just put the drumstick in there, and then I took the bone out. I'll do the other one the same way, hopefully if it doesn't fall apart. And then take out this knuckle from the, and then there's one more bone in the drumstick, which is right here. It's a thin bone like that. Take that out of there, and then just check, because you know a chicken that's cooked for a couple hours starts to fall apart. So let me see if I can demonstrate the other drumstick for you, if it hasn't fallen apart. Should be on this side. Well, that one did kind of fall apart, but no big deal. Then when you get to this part of it, there's going to be there's two legs. So you kind of just dig through and just take out there's chunks of meat from the two legs, because obviously the chicken's falling apart like this. This is one of the wings. You can determine if you want to take out that little bit of meat inside the wing or not. There's a little bit there. And then you have pieces like this. This is certainly the drumstick, part of the drumstick that fell apart most likely. Then this is how I'll just do it. I'll just kind of go through, because there's not much left, and anything that's obviously meat. Here's the other leg. So there's the thigh right there. There's no bones inside that. Got this. Bunch of the meat. Yeah, this has got to be most likely part of the drumstick. All this. It's kind of hard for me to pay attention when I'm filming and doing this at the same time, and turning the bucket around, trying to make sure that I'm getting it on camera. But yeah, this is most of it. There's little bits of it here. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, now I'm just kind of picking through. If you do cook it kind of all the way, till it's fully cooked, like, you know, a good 2 hours. If you've seen Mercola's video, Dr. Mercola, he says to do it for, bring it to a boil and do it for 2 hours. It does kind of fall apart, so you're kind of left with this unless you're really good, but it's almost definitely going to fall apart. And then just kind of go through these last bits. But even at this point, with not many left in here, I still have a big bucket of chicken meat that will serve me a few times over, whether I make it into soup, chicken salad, whatever. We've got quite a bit of food here, a bunch of servings, which is awesome during the week, especially if you're looking to eat some healthy stuff. And I think that's about it. I might have left, oh, there's a big one there. Might have left a little bit in there, but that's about the majority of the meat from in here. And of course, the rest that I pour back into the pot, it's going to get extracted into the stock anyway, so it's not like I'm throwing it away. So then, here we go. I've got this. Move this out of the way so you can see this. This Tupperware container filled with chicken meat, so pretty good. And that's it.